Nigga said we at the point of no return now, you heard me? What's her name? Doechii or something like that? She said, heterosexual men is a red flag. And she definitely might be a NPC or something. You know, I be looking at this shit on a whole nother level when people don't understand history. Cause niggas be not educated. A lot of women too don't be educated about history. And y'all be forgetting what the fuck happened to us too. As black people in America, you be forgetting what happened to you. I'm saying when you talk about the example, you talking about when you talking about the foundation of this country on some Christopher Columbus shit, when you talk about these white colonizers and these conqueror niggas, these mass murderers and these men that was taking others men's sexuality, you know, these men, we be forgetting what them boys was doing during slavery too. You know, they was having sex with men, trying to demasculate men. It was over-sexualizing women. But see, you never think of them as, oh, they not really heterosexual men. We call them white conqueror men, the colonizers. Them same men running the world. They senators, they mayors, they in the police force. They married now. They rich, they wealthy, off of the shit that they did, you heard me? Yeah, after they was doing all this gay shit, all of a sudden these same men in today's world that had children, yeah, they children, for some reason, ain't looked at as non-heterosexual people. But it seems as though that tie come to black men for some reason. Like, you don't see the play here? Yeah, y'all don't be seeing the play. You don't see that they trying to dismantle the black man through everything because, like I say, how does a real black alpha masculine heterosexual man look to a black woman? All you know is slavery and all you know is what them people told you what a man is. That's why black men can't get with no black woman because her DNA ain't even reformed like no white woman, nigga. Go watch how them white women was getting their ass beat back then and they couldn't do nothing. And they white daddies and they white husbands and shit was really oppressing them. And they would take it out on a black woman. They would take it out on the people who was working with them, the slaves. When they was owning the slaves, they had more white women owning slaves than white men. More white women own slaves than white men. So that go to show you who really been oppressed, who really psychologically fucked up, who really don't know what a man is. So you look at what a man is based upon what the white colonizer did to you. You try to make your black woman be exactly like the white woman. Cook, clean, stay in the house. You know that's how they treated their little ass, you heard me? You know that? That's why the white women came up with the feminist movement for real, because they really got tired of being oppressed by their so-called husbands, and they wanted more freedom to actually do shit. They wanted more freedom to not just be tied to their husband who was beating their asses and fucking over them and shit. Better go watch Rosewood. See how them white women would start wars. This shit been going on for history. Hell of the Troy. White women been starting wars since the 1800s, nigga. Lying on black people, putting it all on black people. Meanwhile, the whole problem and the issue is coming between you and your counterpart. But for some fucking reason, we didn't inherit these white people problems and issues. For some reason, we trying to make the black woman like the white woman and make the black man like the white. No. You don't know what equally yoked look like. This is the time that you find out. This is why y'all can't get in relationships, because all your whole mindset and your mainframe, your frame, your system, everything inside you is based upon what the colonizer gave you. Everything the colonizer gave you, you up here looking for it in people. That's why I need a woman that cooks, cleans, and listens. Shit dead, man. Shit, this is not the 1800s. This ain't the 1900s, man. Stop the bullshit. Black women ain't never been motherfucking women that ever listened. They always had a point to say. They always got something to prove because we are equally yoked partners. That's how it's always been between black men and women. She a leader, you a leader. Y'all go in this shit together. But see, black men want to be white man so bad. Nah, she got to do what I say. She got to do what I tell her. And just like them white trash men back then that really ain't had no power or no money would get mad and beat on their wives and force them to do what they wanted to do because deep down they ain't got no resources. Deep down they ain't got no real power. Deep down they know they getting fucked over. So you know the next person they take it out on, their wife and their children. Because they so fucking weak to go at the person that's really oppressing them. That's what's been going on for a long time. And it's going on still right now, you heard me? A lot of y'all niggas is scared and bitch made, so it's easy to take it out on the woman. It's easy to take it out on your children and shit. But you would never go at that oppressor. You never go at the niggas who colonized you. You never go at the people who destroyed your black woman. But it's easy for me to make podcasts that's tearing down women all day. Pussy. The return of the sheik or not, you heard me? We in that Sekhmet energy. We in that Sekhmet energy. You heard me? It's no choice, but the woman must return. The feminine chaotic energy must return. You heard me? When you dealing with feminine energy, you dealing with raw power. You dealing with raw chaos, baby. When you dealing with the void, when you dealing with who we truly are as our origin, you dealing with darkness, baby. You dealing with chaos. All that peaceful shit we be trying to portray as black people, look, that shit cool and cute, but that shit colonized. We really ain't no get along and do what it say type motherfuckers. But that's what we done became now. Niggas up here seeking for somebody else to give them shit, seeking answers from everybody else, you heard me? But deep down, you know what's am. You know you being oppressed. You know motherfuckers don't fuck with you. You know they playing this whole system and shit right now to get your ass up out of here. You know you ain't getting no reparations. You know you ain't getting no extra resources. But it's easy to take it out on the people around you rather than piping your shit up or doing whatever the fuck it take in order to get out your situation. It be slaves fighting slaves every day. You heard me? The slaves fighting slaves every day, you heard me? A whole slave running up to another slave like, bitch, you ain't this, you ain't that. Meanwhile, they both in the field. They both in the field. You trying to get your black woman to listen. She slave, you a slave, you ain't got shit, she ain't got nothing. You trying to force her to get with you and listen to you. But you ain't got nothing. You ain't got no strength. You ain't got no courage. You ain't gonna stand up for nothing. Something happen today or tomorrow when them army people start running through your shit. What you gonna do? Nothing. You ain't got nothing. And all the energy that's going around right now in America, everybody knows about it's nervous energy. Everybody feel like something coming. Motherfuckers need protection and security. The last thing a woman gonna want to do is be with a weak ass nigga. During times like this, the last thing a woman want to do is be with a weak ass nigga. And see, men be want to advocate for other weak ass men. But women telling you, they telling us. It's a lot of weak niggas in the world. It's a lot of weak men in the world. And you wonder why we not getting along, because you trying to force people to agree with some bullshit and it ain't gonna happen, baby. We can see the truth. Everybody.